Hi, new friends and old friends. My name is Squidorable. If you can't tell, I'm a VTuber. Normally, I stream games and stuff, but today I saw that Amberlynn Reid's new video came out, and I thought it could be interesting to watch it, respond to it, and talk about it. I think, unfortunately, the way things have worked out, there's definitely a lot of negativity around Amberlynn. And I get it. As somebody who watches the videos, believe me, I understand. But I thought, adding another voice, trying to be a little more positive into the community, maybe I give it a shot, see how it goes. So I suppose we'll just get started. I've never reacted to a video before. I know that recently, as within the last month or so, Amberlynn has broken up with Tommy, who is a feeder. Amberlynn denied this kind of a lot, but it was pretty obvious. And she potentially, like, the thing is with Amberlynn, she lies a lot. And if you're watching this, girl, you do. And that's, you know what? It's important to recognize that. That's all. So it very much is a situation where people just don't know whether or not to believe her. And unfortunately, that's just the situation we're dealing with. So let's get started. All right, there we go. Now let's make sure I'm on the right window, because I just totally stopped my recording. If you noticed any difference there, that is why. Okay, let's get going.
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. So today is
January
January
31st. I don't like this pre-recording
I have an
thing.
appointment today. I actually have a consultation with a therapist who specializes in BPD and CPTSD, which is
See, the CPTSD thing, Amber, I think you're doing the thing. I really get the feeling that she does a lot of her, what's the best way to describe it? Idea shopping on TikTok. I don't doubt that she's got a lot of trauma. Amberlynn, if you're watching this, I don't doubt that you have a lot of trauma. You had a hard childhood and hard teenage years. But you got to be careful not to diagnose yourself. And I know you've probably heard that from a lot of people, and me saying it isn't going to amount to much. But it feels necessary. I've, dealt with some of that kind of stuff on my own in my life. It's not easy, but, seeing a therapist is the right step, regardless of what you think about Amberlynn and the way she handles herself. Seeing a therapist is the right step, and I'm kind of excited for this. I don't know if it'll stop the diagnosing yourself thing that's been going on for a while. I hope it does. I doubt it, but I'm excited, hesitantly excited for this.
perfect for me. I was diagnosed with those things a couple years ago, and since then I have not seen a therapist.
Please
the
say you're not.
psychologist who diagnosed me,
Oh,
I
God,
did see
please
them
say
for a
she's
bit,
not
but
using
they did not
BetterHelp.
specialize in that, and they recommend you need to see someone who specializes in these things. And I'm like, I know, but I don't know. It's scary for me. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm extremely nervous, and it's literally just a 15-minute consultation to see if we're the right fit. That's about to happen in about 30 minutes, and I'll let you guys know how it went. Is my phone staying still? Yeah.
I'll give you a quick little story about my experience with my first consultation. I I won't make fun of the way she says it. It's wrong, but what's she gonna do? My first consultation with the psychologist and psychiatrist I see right now, they don't say much. They kind of take your stats. They ask you what you've been diagnosed with in the past. They kind of go over your behaviors in your day-to-day life and your stressors, and that's pretty much it. However, I discovered when I went, I was being honest, but if I had not been honest and had decided to say that I had a disorder that I didn't have, it would have been really easy to fake it. Like super easy. Which isn't great. It's a very flawed process in my eyes, and I think that some people could manipulate that. So I hope that Amberlynn went into that with the best of intentions. Because, like I said, therapy is going to do wonders for her, but she's got to apply herself to it and be honest about it. And that's the difficult part. When it comes to somebody who is shown to be kind of a compulsive liar, that's part of the reason people have such trust issues. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there. With my experience, I could say it definitely would have been really easy to fake a disorder when talking to my doctor initially. I think I could have pulled it off if I were a less honest person.
Yes. Okay. So obviously I've had my consultation. I'll talk more about that later. Me and my mom just grabbed a bite to eat because we're about to go to electronic bingo. I have been so sad, and it's just nice to
It's good to get out.
Mom. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Oh,
It's windy out here, man.
it is windy.
I like Mama Lynn.
What happened to your phone?
Oh,
What are you doing?
She just punted that thing. Oh, Mama Lynn.
I was walking.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, is it broke?
Oh, funny, right?
Oh, that's
Look
so
at my mom's
funny.
outfit. I was like, dang, that shirt's so pretty. I've never seen it before. Guess where she got it?
Salvation Army.
Torrid?
You said Goodwill.
I mean, Goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill.
Oh.
Same. It was Goodwill.
Yeah,
It
was
looks
right by
like
my house. I was like, who would get rid of that
Lilo,
shirt? I thought it was
like
so cute.
Lilo's
I'm
dress. That's cute.
What?
I just realized that we're wearing the same colors.
Girl, you're weird.
Black
Amber.
and red.
So full. I really see
Though
some
to
of
be
that.
fair, Amber dresses.
Like-
You know what?
That's
Like,
relatable
whoa.
content.
That's a cute outfit. I'll give her that. That's a cute outfit.
So bad.
Titles this
tomorrow.
vlog, my mom cheated.
And there's more
Yeah,
editing
tomorrow.
here than usual.
Yeah, right. And I'll just eat like lettuce all day tomorrow.
Do you remember when we had a turtle named Lettuce? When we lived in Windsor in the restaurant?
His name was Lettuce.
Yeah. We fed him lettuce, so I called him Lettuce. I was like 5.
I don't remember the name.
But do you remember the turtle? Remember we had him in like a...
Apartment too, in a fish tank.
Yes!
Yes. I
Yes!
remember him now.
This
Yes.
is kind of
Remember
cute.
when I had a snake? Remember when I carried around the little baby chick?
I do remember that.
It's like I have these small...
Her name.
remember-
I think her name was her.
Really?
Yeah.
Who named her?
You did.
Oh my god. Okay, do you remember when
Her,
the red bar...
her and Lettuce.
The only way that I would poop is when I put on the boots and I'd go out there in my diaper and squat.
Yeah. Or you put on those boots Easter egg hunting, and you got that lick the blue egg. You find a yellow egg.
Why would I do
You
that?
licked each egg. I don't.
That's so weird.
So funny.
This is so wholesome. This is the first thing I've watched of Amberlynn's in a long time where I've been like, there's potential here, Amber. Do this. Have talks with your mom on camera. People would love to see more of this. Like I said, I'm going to try to be positive. You know, there's a lot of stuff going around, and as much as I love Mr. Snowflake, I think there's a lot that is being placed on a few select things, one of which is the use of Telegram. Dude, I use Telegram. I use it for memes. I belong to meme groups. It's not a thing that indicates anything in particular. And I know she's had kind of a weird past, you know, but I think part of that is arrested development. So I think focusing on the, oh, boy, she sure does like childish things. That is, you guys, don't go that far. Come on. There are limits, there are lines, and to assume stuff like that is to try to push kind of canceling on somebody. And all there is, yeah, she's got arrested development because she had a crappy childhood. This, legitimately, people are really, they would love this. More of this, more of Mama Lynn. Show us your Legos. Do a time lapse. Like, that might be it might seem boring, but it's the stuff you're doing. You know, get out there and actually show us this stuff. Don't just show us puzzles when they're done. Do a time lapse. Set up your camera and just do your thing. You don't have to finish it all at once. But yeah, just little stuff like that. This is great. I love this.
Or when I got 3rd-degree burns.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I remember all
I
of these
spilled
things from when
Ramen on you.
Dad surprised me with a bike one time before we went camping.
Oh, that's just to give you guys wheels so you leave us alone when we got to the campsite.
I know. Yeah, like
Exactly.
probably I've shared like, oh, we've gone camping and stuff, and everyone's like, oh, that means she had such a good childhood. It's like, no. Do you know what my parents were doing at camping?
In the tent, most of the time arguing, trying to get high.
Yeah, and me and my brother were out doing our own thing, but still, like, I enjoyed
Oh,
it.
this is so wholesome.
Because that was at least a break in our monotony.
Change of scenery, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
I
so
was a
wholesome.
terrible parent, but
We don't have to talk about that.
I can't change that right now.
So we don't have to talk about that right now. Gets deep. Can you imagine if we had a podcast?
Why do they call it podcast? What's POD stand for?
That's
It
a good
stands for
question.
Something you would think.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I hardly have no hair left.
Mama Lynn making me
It's so
think.
thin, I don't know what the heck's going on.
It must have been the name of the website.
It
It must have been involved in the name of the website or
How
something,
does that
right?
make any sense? So you
Oh,
can order
iPod.
things here, and they deliver it to you.
iPod, that's probably
And she
it, right?
delivered it to me, and I turned my cup around, and she wrote "pretty sure" on it. Isn't that sweet?
What is it? What is it?
Filter time with Mama Lynn. Oh no, the ball sack knows.
Okay, you guys, hello.
Hello,
I've
Amber.
been home for a little bit now. Me and my mom had such a good time. My stepdad was there. None of us won, but I actually met a subscriber when I went to Glow in the Dark Bingo, which I vlogged a little bit of that. Then we started talking
Again,
on Instagram.
you know what?
And
Cute. I like the clips. The clips with the dress. It works. And also there's Twonk. Hi, Twonk. I love Twonk. But you know what? She's not pulling him off perfectly, but I think, you know what? She looks cute. I'll give her that.
she wants to be like a little bingo buddy. So she did end up going there because she's never done electric bingo before. So I did see her there, but me, my mom, and my stepdad, we sit in the smoking section because they smoke cigarettes. And my bingo buddy actually did not sit in the smoker section, but it was still fun to see her there. But yeah, highly recommend electric bingo. So I want to give a few updates. The first one is about my 10-day challenge that I was doing.
Yes.
So I very much have put that on hold. Like sitting here and just like
yeah, her
my
breakup
food
with
and weighing
Tommy kind
myself
of
every day
abutted
and, like,
that.
talking about that all day is like not really what I want to like preoccupy my mind with. I'm going through a lot mentally. I am going through a breaking heart and I am sad all day long. I try very hard to come on here and like put on a mask and try to be as positive as possible, but like deep down I'm hurting and it's affecting my life. I will say though, I was having a really good time showing you guys what I was eating, logging on MyFitnessPal and like weighing myself daily and showing you guys, you know, the calories and the weigh-ins. So once my brain just feels a little better and my heart feels a little better, I will definitely start doing that again. It's just...
And that makes sense. The thing is, we've seen Amber fake cry before. The breakup with Tommy seems to have really messed with her. And I think part of that is we all know Tommy's a feeder. And a lot of us wanted to try to stop Amber from being with her, which I think is fair because feeders are essentially, they're committing crimes against people without it being illegal. It's terrible. Her last partner died. Her wife died, you know, from obesity-related stuff. And there's too much evidence out there. It absolutely is her thing. And honestly, I don't think Amber realizes what a blessing it is that Tommy is not involved with her anymore. If you want to look at it from Amber's perspective, she was essentially manipulated. She was mentally abused, right? She has certain problems with her weight, with her eating, and very obvious. You can't miss them. And for a feeder to come into that environment, say, oh, I'm not a feeder. You're beautiful the way you are. I'll help you lose weight. Here, have this fruit roll-up filled with ice cream. The amount of mixed messages somebody who is lonely is going to get from that, and the amount that they're going to thrive. Somebody like Amberlynn Reid thrives off of praise. And feeders are really good. They're really good at that. They're good at praising and at making somebody feel valued when they think they're not valued. And so I think the pain from this is legitimate. We've seen a lot of instances where she gets the crying voice, and then there's no tears, and it just doesn't reach her eyes. I don't think that's the case with the Tommy thing here. And yeah, people will bring up Rarity. I get it. I totally get it. I hear you on that. This has broken her up far more. Rarity didn't praise her. Rarity didn't initiate support and lie, because whether or not Amber wants to believe it, she's a feeder. She's absolutely a feeder. And so it hurts her because she has been played. And I think somewhere deep down she probably knows that.
It's really hard to do anything lately. So
this
the fact
seems
that
genuine
I
to
do
me.
get up every day and I try to make the best of it. It's putting in a lot of effort. Trust me. So the next thing I want to talk about is semaglutide. Am I still going to be taking it, etc., etc.? And the answer is yes, I am. But there's an issue. I have no more semaglutide, and today is Friday, and I'm supposed to literally double my dose on Sunday, and I don't even have any. They told me to contact them about it. I did that. I even vlogged, and I was like, you guys, I messaged the provider because it was my third shot.
Amber.
That's what I was supposed to tell them. He asked if I wanted to double my dose. I said yes, and it still hasn't shipped. And that was almost 2 weeks ago. Something like this wouldn't bother me if it was a materialistic thing, but this is a medicine, and I'm relying on this company, So it is just a little frustrating. My fingers are crossed that maybe tomorrow it'll get shipped out. It's Saturday, and I'm pretty sure things ship out on Saturdays. So again,
it's
fingers
not
are crossed,
as big a
and I will
deal as it
definitely keep you guys
seems.
updated. I was just genuinely looking forward to doubling my dose actually, because it's not working at all.
The reason it's not working is that it's compounded, and you're a very large woman, and it's not magical. Part of the reason you're getting so nauseous is because the medication is working. If it wasn't working, you wouldn't be nauseous. You're having trouble with the mental aspects of it. And that is what the therapy will be really good for if you stick with that, which I hope you do.
Also, I hope that once I do double my dose, it'll actually start being in effect, because I'm taking it for a reason. Which reminds me, I have had some people ask why does semaglutide make you nauseous? Does it depend on what you're eating? And no, it doesn't. Semaglutide makes a lot of people nauseous. That's one of the biggest side effects, and that is the reason why it makes people not want to eat. I never notice a difference whether I eat something very small the day prior or a little heavier the day prior. If I'm getting nauseous, it's literally just because that's a side effect that decided to happen, not really based on the food that I'm eating. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is my all members live streams. There is something I'm noticing, because obviously an all members live stream means it's not open to everybody to watch. I currently have over 200 members, and I genuinely was not even expecting to have 20. So you guys are absolutely amazing and so sweet and just so supportive, and I appreciate that so much. I'm already looking forward to my next live stream. But anyways, the thing that I'm noticing is it's kind of a...
Bro, I'm not even monetized. I'm not going to judge her for how she does her member streams. Just don't expect it to be copyright claimed. You can't copyright claim based on it. Just throwing that out there. I'm not even going to bother looking at the live streams because, like I said, I'm not paying for it. I'm not interested. But I'm not even monetized. I'm not going to be making fun of her.
A game of telephone. People are contacting me in my Instagram saying things I've mentioned in my live stream, but it's very just twisted, and it's a little different and not exactly what I said.
I was grabbing
obviously
my soda.
There are reactors out there reacting to my live stream, but not really reacting it. They're just narrating what I said or did in the live stream, because you can't react to it because it's behind a paywall. So it's the game of telephone, which was one of my favorite games in elementary school, but it's very much not my favorite game right now. I do not mind reaction channels narrating or saying what happened in my live stream.
Does
but
YouTube have a members
I would
only
appreciate it if people didn't exaggerate what I said or twist
chatting
what I said.
mode?
I genuinely want it to be
I don't I don't know
Exactly.
I don't know YouTube very well. I stream on Twitch. Do they have a mode on YouTube that is only members can chat, but everybody could view? Like, I know she's trying to stop the reaction channels from reacting, essentially. It's not going to happen. Um, that's what I would suggest if that exists. I'm just, like I said, maybe I'm being the ever optimistic squid. But I've been watching Amber stuff since Destiny. So I've been around a long time. This is just a genuine suggestion. If that exists, I would try that. Because then you're not going to get that game of telephone. And yeah, they'll have your footage, but they won't be able to bug you in chat. Of course, that might not even exist.
What
I'm
I
just
said,
jabbering.
Like, if you're gonna narrate it and like dumb it down a bit, but like twisting and like exaggerating, I just don't think that's very fair. So a lot of you are not getting like the real information of the matter. So this is just another way for me to say, like, you guys are more than welcome to join my members. So far, it's a wonderful community, a lot of supporters. Yes, there might have been a troll or two, one in particular that I can think of, and I'm fine with that. I am totally fine with a troll or two. I'm fine with the hard questions. Doesn't always mean I'm gonna answer them. I have to be comfortable in the moment. Like, I'm fine with all that stuff. Like, the only type of people I'm not gonna allow in my chat are like people who are just like awful. But truly, if you guys want to find out all the tea genuinely
People
and
who
hang
are
out with me one-on-one with a lot of other amazing people in the chat, then definitely join. There's a link down below. There's a
I
little
won't be joining ever,
join
but
button,
good luck.
I think, next to the subscription area. So definitely join. I would love to see you guys there on Tuesday. So the last thing I want to update you guys on is the therapist.
Yeah.
Genuinely, she was so kind, and I
Oh,
loved
wait
that
a second.
she was like,
was it a psychiatrist or was it a therapist? Big difference. Are you using BetterHelp? I really hope you're not using BetterHelp. It might seem the most convenient, but they are not the most qualified people. You should be seeing a psychiatrist first, because psychiatrists are the ones that can prescribe medication. And then you add a therapist on top of that. My psychiatrist refills my meds. My therapist talks to me when I need help. If you are just seeing a therapist through something like BetterHelp, that doesn't bode
a lot
well.
of people with BPD get judged even by other therapists. That sometimes people with BPD are hard to work with, hard to understand. Some of her favorite clients actually have BPD, and she genuinely enjoys working with people like me. And it made me feel so seen. And like, it didn't stop there, because I explained to her, you know, I was diagnosed with BPD and CPTSD. And she explained to me that when people have BPD and CPTSD at the same time, that they become anxiously attached. And I was like, jaw on the floor, because that is literally me. And it's like debilitating sometimes. So it's like, we haven't even had like the first session. It was literally just a consultation.
Okay, so this is actually really good. If this is the case, whether or not you think she has those things, she might actually, despite, I think she's going through BetterHelp because she didn't see a psychiatrist. That's the part that worries me. I think we're getting to a place where she might actually be able to get help if she wants it. I guess we'll find out.
And already it's like a vibe. It's gonna be a lot of hard work, and I want to update you guys as much as I can and as much as I feel comfortable. I know I get judged a lot based on like my past actions and things that I've done in past relationships or even here on YouTube. And it's crazy, because a lot of the things that I've done has been because I have BPD. And it's like, in the past, even probably recent, I have used it as an excuse, having BPD for all of these things.
Yes, you have.
And now it's like, I want to like have it as a reason. Like, the reason why I've done those things, instead of like making it an excuse. And for a while there, I was like, what is the difference? Like, what is the difference between an excuse and a reason/explanation? An excuse is when you're not going to take accountability for it. An explanation is when you finally take accountability and you do something to change it. And I'm currently right here. Took me a while to get there, but like, I want this Amberlynn to just like go away. I'm not going to be perfect. It's going to
I want to believe, man. I want to believe. There's nothing I've ever wanted more than for Amber to get her shit together. Honestly. As fun as it is to point out all the bad stuff and to to kind of binge watch the bad parts, I've wanted her to get better. And it sounds like this breakup with Tommy might have knocked something loose in her. Maybe I'm just being optimistic,
time,
but I'm
and
hopeful.
I'm just feeling very hopeful. And my
Yeah,
first appointment
hopeful.
is on Thursday. I really just want to do the right thing. I want
hate
to
this
be a
2
good
weeks
person.
old thing.
I want to just heal and be better. Before we get too emotional, I think I'm just gonna end this vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey guys.
Oh
welcome
no, that
to
wasn't
a
what
new
I
vlog.
wanted.
So today,
Stop. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I'm feeling weirdly optimistic about how all that went. That was a hell of a surprise. I hope things went well. Like I said, I'm gonna address what I talked about earlier. By the way, I mentioned, oh no, I'm getting huge. There we go. Do you like my home? I'm a fan. It's not actually my home. I'm renting. I got it off Etsy. But where I'm going with all of this is that, yeah, Amberlynn, she's lied a lot. She's done bad things. She's been abusive, verbally at the very least, mentally, you know. But, I'm all about giving people more chances. And it sounds like she might be kind of getting things together. We could certainly hope. One thing I do want to talk about, and maybe this will get me some hate. You know, I don't know how many Amberlynn reaction videos I'll do, if I'll do it again. I'm not sure. But stop it with the kids stuff, man. That's the kind of thing that is an attempt to ruin people's lives, and the only evidence there is of it is non-existent. It's her being stupidly inappropriate around children, around a 14-year-old, I'm going to say that, around a teenager. Yeah, but it's arrested development. I mean, she had a screwed up childhood. I've seen no evidence to warrant that, in my opinion, and I've seen all the evidence. And I definitely don't think what Alexis said means a thing. Like I said, I belong to meme groups on Telegram. I use it for that and to contact one friend who I usually text, but, you know, if he's away from a place with service because he's in the service, but it has internet, it's easier to get him there. Like, that's it. Telegram doesn't imply, and I think a lot of the reaction channels kind of took that and ran with it, which is what Alexis wanted. Alexis seems like as much full of crap as Amberlynn. I don't put stock into what she had to say about that. She's like, oh, someone used Telegram, so X equals Y. Well, that's not how that works. Just, you know. So that's the kind of, when it comes to the Amberlynn kid thing that people keep talking about, I'm not going to go there in any future videos. And I think it would be a good idea for reaction channels to chill out a little bit. And I guess this is me calling out Mr. Snowflake. I love Mr. Snowflake's videos. Like, legitimately, Mr. Cardigan, I have spent entire weeks where I just watch his content from his channel. He's so entertaining. But I kind of feel like, I mean, maybe as a father, he's looking at everything and taking it a lot more seriously than is necessary in this instance. That's all. I think he might be being a little overprotective because of his circumstances. I'm assuming that, like, he clearly has a kid. So I think it's a personal matter. He, you know. Yeah, Amberlynn's done some stupid stuff around kids, around teenagers. I will say teenagers because I was a teenager once, and boy, we did some stupid stuff too. It was inappropriate, but Amber's basically a big teenager. Maybe she's finally growing up a little bit. That would be a nice surprise. But I won't be touching that in the future if I do react. Unless she brings it up. You know, there's not enough evidence for any of that stuff. So I'm going to keep it out of my mouth. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my video and listening to me ramble. I'm dropping my vape pen. That's great. I mostly stream video games and stuff, but I thought I'd give this a shot. Excuse me. You'll hear that a lot if you ever come by my streams. I hiccup a lot. I don't know why. But I will see you guys another time. I'm streaming on Tuesday this week. So if you see this the day this goes up, I'll see you then. Bye, everybody.